When I introduce you, I'm gonna say, this is a friend of mine. That means you're a connected guy. Now, if I said instead, this is a friend of ours, that would mean you were a made guy. A capiche?
When Lefty brought Donnie into his world,
Who's this guy? This is Donnie, a friend of mine.
he took a risk on a kid he hardly knew.
I'm gonna have to school you, my friend.
School me in what?
Wise guy never carries his money in a wallet, see? Always in a roll. Bina on the outside.
He gave him his trust.
You gotta get rid of that mustache and get yourself a pair of pants. Just like me.
He loved him like a son.
Nobody can touch you because I represent you. Keep your nose clean, follow the rules, be a good earner, and maybe one day when they open the books, you become a wise guy. I die with you, Donnie.
But he never knew the truth.
There's a war going on in that mafia family, and that is where Joe is undercover.
Donnie! Come here!
I want to know where my husband is.
We don't know.
You're gonna freeze up? No. A lot of guys freeze up.
He said it was going to be 3 months. It's going on 3 years.
Who he's with and who he's close to, they're all the top dogs now. He's right in the line of fire.
There was a rat in Florida, Donnie.
You know what to do when you find that rat, right, Left?
Could be I found him already.
In our thing, you get sent for, you go in alive, you come out dead, and it's your best friend that does it.
We have got to pull him out.
You think I'm a rat?
How many times I have you into my own house? If you're a rat, then I'm the biggest mutt in the history of the mafia.
If I come out, Lefty dies. They're gonna kill him. Because he vouched for me. Because he stood up for me. That's the same thing as if I put a bullet in his head myself. Do you understand?
Who am I? I'm a spoke on a wheel. And so are you. Hey, Don.
Yeah.
Let's take a walk. I'm your best friend.
This goes without saying, especially if you are a longtime listener of this program and Matt Connarton Unleashed. Gangster films are some of my favorite all-time films. Watching The Godfather in 1998 made me see film as art and not just entertainment. It also led to me researching the Mafia, or La Cosa Nostra, feverishly, something I still do to this day. One film that stands out to me, not just because it's a true story, but how it is an in-depth profile of those that lived the life. Released in 1997, directed by Mike Newell, and based off the real account of FBI Special Agent Joe D. Pistone, Donnie Brasco tells the tale of Pistone, played by Johnny Depp, a man that goes undercover into the Bonanno crime family as jewel thief Donnie Brasco. What begins as a simple undercover task becomes much greater when Brasco is befriended by lifetime wise guy Lefty Left Guns Ruggiero, played by Al Pacino, and gets fast-tracked on his way to becoming a member of the Mafia. Our first clip is Brasco being introduced to Ruggiero. This scene is important because it shows how Brasco has no fear in telling this reputed wise guy that his diamond is a fake, despite knowing Ruggiero's standing and that he could essentially kill Brasco with no repercussions. Then the clip after that will show Ruggiero beginning to school or teach Donnie on the ways of the Mafia in the way people are described, while taking him to a family meeting with the boss of the Bonanno family.
You Don the jeweler. Here. There's some beautiful thing.
Why don't you give it to your wife?
My wife? How am I gonna give it to my wife? I ain't married.
You got a girlfriend?
Yeah, I got a girlfriend, yeah.
So marry her.
Hey, you for real? I'm asking you to middle a diamond for me here. Now, all I want from my end is 8,000.
What I'm saying to you, is you should give it to somebody that don't know any better, because that's a fugazi. All right?
That's a fugazi? How do you know it's a fugazi? You looked at it for 2 seconds.
Well, it's a fake.
Yeah, I know what a fugazi is.
Hey, pal. You want to see something? I'm gonna show you something. There you go. That's something? That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. But it's not my thing. What about this?
What do you want me to say? Go ahead, try and sell it. You want to be a Dunsky. Give it a shot.
Dunsky? You call me a Dunsky? You know who you're talking to, my friend?
Hey, Left. Come on, have a spritzer.
You want to go embarrass yourself with this thing?
Embarrass myself?
What am I
Hey,
gonna
my
say?
family, my children, my mother can hold her head up in any neighborhood in the city when she walks down the block. See, in all the 5 boroughs, I'm known. Forget about it. I'm known all over the world. Anybody ask anybody about Lefty from Mulberry Street? Huh? You up the wrong tree, my
You know,
friend.
I didn't mean no disrespect. It's a misunderstanding, right?
Here you go.
All right?
Sit down there. Well, you gonna walk out on me? You don't walk out on me. I walk out on you. You got a car?
I got a car.
Well, let's go get your car. Come on.
Take care.
And now, Donnie's lessons in the Mafia begin.
Okay, when I introduce you, I'm gonna say, this is a friend of mine. That means you're a connected guy. Now, if I said instead, this is a friend of ours, that would mean you were a made guy. Capisci?
Yeah, friend of mine, friend of ours.
Yeah.
What do I call you? Friend of ours? Or...
You're about me. Don't say, hey, Don, hey, you got a couple of fuzzles. I got some things I gotta take care of.
Yeah. What do you want, 100?
Yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing? Wise guy don't carry his money in a wallet. Hey, wise guy carries money in a roll, like this. See? Bina on the outside. Like that, come on. That mustache. You gotta get rid of that mustache, because that's against the rules. And get a pair of pants, will you? This ain't a dress like I dress. This is my family. More even than my own family.
Is that right? I don't got a family.
You don't got a family.
Nah, I'm an orphan. I grew up in an orphanage.
Ain't the question. You know, even if you had a family. If this is your family, then this is your family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What sets this film aside from other films about the Mafia is how in-depth the film allows these characters to evolve. Each person has these mesmerizing character traits. However, Depp conveys this very well with his performance as Pistone. Our next clip shows this. Following an argument with his wife over his assignment, Pistone breaks down and explains the tough spot he is in. What makes this truly great is you can actually hear the conflict between Pistone and Brasco, almost as if they're 2 different people, even though they are one of the same.
Did you ever once ask yourself how I make it through my days? I pretend I'm a widow with medals and scrapbooks and memories. I pretend you're dead. That's how my life makes sense to me. Just go away. Stay away. God, why do you hate me when I love you so much?
You think I hate you? I don't hate you. This job is eating me alive. I can't breathe anymore. And if I come out, this guy Lefty dies. They're gonna kill him because he vouched for me, because he stood up for me. I live with that every day. That's the same thing as if I put the bullet in his head myself, you understand? I spent all these years trying to be the good guy, you know, the man in the white hat. For what? For nothing. I'm not becoming like them, Maggie. I am them.
It was alluded to in our previous clip that Pistone is in monumental danger. That is made painfully obvious in our final two clips of this review. First, Donnie is confronted by Capo, or Captain Sonny Black, played by Michael Madsen. He is faced with the possibility of being executed if he does not reveal the plans him and Lefty have for a club in Miami. But then he could be disloyal, which is an unforgivable sin in the mob. Then, in a desperation moment at a Japanese restaurant, Donnie refuses to remove his boots. The reason being, it is where his recording device is. Desperately, he comes up with a way to not have to remove his shoes, albeit with horrible consequences for the innocent maitre d'.
Wanna know what you're up to?
What do you mean?
Yesterday.
Last night?
What were you doing last night?
No, I'm saying, when yesterday? What time yesterday?
Come here. Don't mess around with me. Yesterday afternoon.
Nothing.
Why has Lefty got such a hard on to send me back to New York?
Oh, come on, Sonny. That guy's busting your balls down there.
I want to know. I want to know what you got going on down here.
I don't understand, Sonny. You want to know about every half-ass scam don't amount to nothing?
That's right.
Look, I don't mean any disrespect. I mean, I know you're a skipper and I'm a nobody, but I can't do that to Lefty.
Listen to me, you I'll eat your balls for breakfast. You understand me? Every one of you. This is life and death. Not a Donnie. This is my say-so. You tell me.
Can't do it, Sonny.
How about if I you right here and now?
Do what you have to do, Sonny. I can't do that to Lefty.
And now, Donnie gets desperate.
Good evening. How many?
5.
This way,
My wife says it's very in Japanese. Honey, she read about it in Parade magazine. Very, very big mouth.
Please. Have a seat. Take off shoes. Please.
Never ate this. What kind of food is this? Fish.
Please. Take off shoes.
Are you kidding me? Take off.
I'm afraid it's necessary. It's a Japanese tradition.
Is that right? Well, forget about it. I ain't doing it.
I'm afraid it's necessary.
Forget it. I ain't taking shoes off.
Hey, Donnie.
What?
When in Rome.
Hey, Nicky. Who won the war? Huh?
War. What war? Oh, we did. You want to fight it again? Take off your shoes.
I ain't gonna do it.
Donnie,
What?
take your shoes off.
I ain't taking my shoes off. What?
I want to eat sometime tonight. And take off your shoes. I'm going to chop off your feet.
Sonny, what do you want me to do? You want me to take orders from a Jap? Listen, I had to grow up in an orphanage because my old man was killed down there in Okinawa, all right? You think I'm gonna take my shoes off for this? No, I ain't doing it.
I'm afraid it's necessary.
Listen, my friend's not going to take off his shoes there, Mr. Moto.
I'm afraid it's necessary.
Neither are the rest of us, okay? So why don't you just give us a table before I smack you?
You must take off your shoes.
Get him down! Get him down! Let me get in there.
What makes this film so compelling is the fact that it has been confirmed by former members of the Bonanno crime family to be mostly accurate. This undercover FBI agent was within one murder of becoming a member of the mafia. The work of Pistone led to over 200 indictments and over 100 convictions of mafia members. It led to the Bonanno family being removed from the famed commission and becoming outcasts in the American mafia. To this day, Joe D. Pistone is viewed as one of the top authorities on the mafia. He has since written 3 books after his best-selling book, Donnie Brasco, that this film is based off of. But this film has to be the ultimate testimony to his sacrifice and his hard work. What makes this film truly special and stand in a class of its own is it's a true look at this secret society. It's not glossy and glamorous like Casino, Goodfellas, or even The Godfather. It is also not as gritty and raw as Mean Streets. What it is, and what makes it timeless, is it is unflinching and polarizing. It provides the deepest look into the mob done by a film. Couple that with the brilliant performances across the board and a gripping story, it truly makes for one amazing and captivating film. I hope you will join me next week when, in observance of the recently passed on director William Friedkin, we will look at his seminal classic film, The French Connection. For WMNH and Matt Connarton Unleashed, this has been a classic film review with Erich Pilcher.